2025 is here, and half of the people are still lost and confused. Your dream life, the money you want, the relationships you want, the international trips you want, the retiring your parents you want, the designer items you want, isn't going to just appear in front of you. You have to take the effort of doing something, rewiring your mindset, or time's gonna go by, leaving you and your dreams dead. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The value you're going to take away from today's video is 12 habits that can help you level up and align with the person who has what you want. Plus, these keep you healthy. These habits keep you healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. And you should know that habits, they form your base. They form your base. Every successful person must be doing like two or more. They might be doing every single habit that I'm going to mention, and that is why they're so successful. Habits, they will not in like directly make you rich, or they'll directly get you the success, directly get you the dream life you want, but they form your base. Like you can't build a building if you haven't laid a concrete base on the bottom, right? So that's why these habits build your concrete base, and then you can start building your building on top of that. So these are indirectly responsible for your success. So let's get started. So the first habit is gratitude. Now, gratitude is so important because, see, if I have so many things in my life, I've got a lot of things, and if you're able to listen to this video, you're able to breathe, you've got water to drink, you've got food to eat, you are blessed and privileged than half of the people. You really are. Especially if you're listening to this, you're blessed and privileged than half of the people. So why not be grateful for it? Everybody I've seen, they're like, okay, yes, I have it, but everybody has it, it's an average thing. But no, it's not average. Because if it was average, a lot of people might have it, like everybody would have it. But everybody does not have it, but you do. So start being grateful, and not just being grateful because that person has it and that person does not, so I'm grateful because that person does not have it and I do have it. Being grateful because it you have it, all right. Just that sense of thankfulness and that gratitude to just appreciate what you have. Because if you don't appreciate what you have, how do you expect to get more? If the universe knows that you're appreciating what you have right now, you are grateful for what you have, he's like, you know what, I'll give you more. I'll give you more, so you have got more things to be grateful for. So start being grateful. You can, throughout your day, it can be any time. Like, I'm grateful for the smallest of things, the smallest of things. My pen, my nail paint, my cupboard, my closet, my eyelash color, every single thing, I'm grateful for it because I have it. I'm privileged to have it. I can use that. If I didn't have it, like, there would be some sort of need for it. But because I have it right now, I can establish a sense of gratitude for that. Be grateful for the smallest of things and start, like, what I used to do is, I like to take walks, like take my steps in, and then I practice gratitude. I'm like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, and even start being grateful, and I say, like, can I please have more of this, all right? So I'm being grateful, appreciating what I have, and also at the same time ask, being in the mode of ask and it's given. You have to develop a sense of gratitude, because if you're not appreciating what you have, you're basically disrespecting that thing. Next up is meditation. I feel like every successful person does this. I feel like everybody, because meditation helps you, calms your mind. And there's this amazing thing that I've heard and I've noticed as well. You know, like, you get ideas for things, right? I personally, I get my video ideas or things that I want to speak about in videos at night while I'm sleeping. So while you're sleeping, you're basically in a relaxed mode, right? You're taking a shower, you're in relaxed mode, you're calm, you're composed. So when you're calm and composed, ideas naturally, they flow to you. And in meditation also, because you're, just focusing on your breathing, you're taking a deep breath, you're focusing on that, breathing out. So you're in a relaxed sense, so ideas come to you during that time. And you're not just meditating just for the sake of establishing ideas. You're meditating for the sake of spiritual happiness, because meditating is a very it's your spiritual habit, right? And you have to do it for your soul. And I know many people, I've heard, like, they feel like whenever they're sitting in meditation, they get like negative thoughts, right? Because it's obvious, throughout your day, you're going through the work, you're like, there's so many thoughts going around, but you're not paying attention to them, or you are paying attention to them, but then you're like, to the next thought, to the next thought. Like, basically the brain rot has been established because you're constantly on your phone. So you're scrolling, and that sort of mindset, what basically, see, what you do, you embody. So if I'm scrolling, I'm watching, my attention span's constantly decreasing, so my thought attention, like, what thoughts are coming to me are also decreasing. Okay, their attention span, and they're just going, every negative thought coming after second after every single second. So when you're sitting in meditation, you're like, you're not in that state where you're just scrolling through your thoughts. All right, you're sitting in a calm and composed state, so that's when negative thoughts come to you and you start worrying about it. But to be honest, it's a good thing, it's a healthy thing. You should, you know, be glad that yes, that's coming, and let them pass by. Okay, I don't have money to buy what I want. It's all right. It's all right. I'm grateful for what I have right now. Just be like that. Next habit is reading books and listening to podcasts. Honestly, in intellectuality, intelligence is the best, like, it's the best trait in the world. And to be honest, your learning never stops. This life, it's all about learning, growth, happiness, fun, love, right? These five to ten things are very essential in your life, and learning growth is one of them. And there are many ways to learn. The best way to learn is looking around, all right? But then again, reading books also teaches you things, listening to podcasts also teaches you things. Now what I've what I've seen is, some people, they read self-help books. They're just like, you know what, I read 50 books this year. But then if I ask them, like, what did you learn from that, they're like, oh, I can't seem to remember. So you don't have to actually just skim through the pages, just, you know, read through the pages. You have to actually learn it, trying to implement it. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, you should just stop. You should just read, you know, I don't know, you should just stop reading books and listening to podcasts. If you're just listening and reading for the purpose of reading and listening, you're supposed to read and listen because of the purpose of learning. And books, they can really teach you a lot. You just underestimated the power. And of course, learning around, every person also teaches you something. So whenever people come into your life for whatever good reason or bad reason, try to look at the fact that they just, God sent them to teach you something. So learn what they're trying to teach you. Next thing is journaling. Now, journaling, honestly, there's so many forms of journaling. There's journaling where you can reflect, where you can do your gratitude, your affirmations, your goals, dreams, where you can plan your day. And also, I've seen some where they're just like prompts for self help growth, right? So you can do all of that or any of that. What I would suggest you do is gratitude journal. Like, if you can't do, if you all, obviously you're supposed to say gratitude all throughout. It's gratitude, it's not a habit, it's just a way of living, right? And you're supposed to do that. But you can also like write down what you're grateful for, your affirmations, goals, right, in present tense, and try to script through it. Basically what it is you try to write a day in your life, write what your life looks like in the present tense, and actually try to feel it. Like, yes, I'm living the dream life, I've got all I need, I'm the most happiest I've ever been, I'm the most healthiest I've ever been, right? I am that girl, I am the it girl, all of that. So write it all in present tense. And then also reflecting after every month, and planning is my favorite, obviously. Like, I have a separate tip, a separate habit, which I'll tell you later on, which is related to the same planning, journaling. But yes, journal. Next habit is some sort of physical activity. Okay, I personally, I've underestimated physical activity, like physical habits, a lot, because I was like, you know what, I'm doing things mentally, I'm doing creative things, I'm painting, I'm dancing. So why do I even need to do something physical? Why do I need to exercise? I do not need to, because I'm a creative person. I thought like that. But it doesn't matter if you're creative or not. You have to get in your steps. You have to move your body a little, because your body also needs to be healthy. To be mentally fit, you need to love yourself. To be spiritually fit, you need to serve people, help people, and meditate. In order to be physically fit, you need to exercise or get your movement in. So do whatever you like. There's so many forms out there: dance, workouts, pilates, and gym, exercise, cardio, whatever you want, do it some sort. Now, I will make a video on consistency and productivity, because I know a lot of you may not be able to keep up with their working out habit. Personally, even I wasn't able to keep up with it. But now I've established a routine that works for me, and you have to establish one that works for you. Next habit is a very niche one, but I feel like it's so essential. It's making your bed. This just honestly, it like brings your day, like it bounds your day together. Like, not even bound, it like, it sets the base, it forms the base of your morning. Because the first thing you're waking up, all right. Oh, and also I would suggest putting an alarm on, like a clapping applause alarm, so when you wake up you feel like, oh my god, I'm getting the applause and appreciation I need for waking up. Then once you make your bed, once you wake up, immediately after we wake up, you are like almost doing the first productive thing of your day, and you feel proud that yes, I completed one task, I did one productive thing in the morning, I can do another. We feel like this, right? If we achieve something, we feel like achieving more. So if you've done that, making made your bed, it feels like an achievement and you feel like doing more. So it sets a really good tone, a really good intention of in the morning, and it really helps. Try doing it for a while. And studies also show, I've seen people talk about it, like research so shows that people who make their bed are bound to be more productive than people who don't. So I mean that research may have been done for a reason. So go make your bread, everybody, in the morning. Then is the 80-20 rule. Now specifically for the video, I've just decided to incorporate like eating habits in this rule. But honestly, you can apply this 80-20 rule in every single area of your life. You can fit it in every area of your life. So 80-20 rule is basically for food. You're eating 80% of the time, you're eating good food for your body, right? And 20% of the time you're eating all the fun stuff you want, your the junk food you're craving, or the sweets or the spicy stuff you're craving. 80% of your food is home cooked and healthy, whereas the 20% is when you want to eat out or dine out, whatever you want. So you can apply this rule every area of your life, like even in work. So 80% of my time I'm dedicating to being productive. 20 minutes of my time I'm dedicating to just having some fun, doing a self-care ritual, doing what I love, and then going back to the same productive task. So it can work in every area, but I just decided to mention the food one, and trust me, this is a really good rule and it works in every single area. So try doing it. Then another habit is the time blocking, so a feature. So basically what you do in this, you it's basically meant for planning, right? Planning your day out, how you're supposed to structure your day. Now obviously I'm not the biggest advocate for planning, but then again I'm not the biggest advocate for not planning as well. I'm kind of in the middle. As I've said, I like to balance things out, but you have to figure out what works for you, right? So in time blocking, basically it's planning, like planning your day according, like just writing how I like to do it is writing down my task. How some other people like to do it is for each time period they like schedule something. I'm not that kind of person because I don't like to bound my time to tasks, right? I don't like to bound my time to a planner. I don't do that. I just simply write down the task and then I make sure I complete it. But it is up to you to decide. So blocking is basically a planning thing, right? You're just planning out your day. And I really suggest it because see, most of your problems vanish the second you write it on paper. So I've got so many things on my head for the next day. So if I just write it down, I've got a clear view of what I got to do. And sometimes I even write in brackets what I'm supposed to do for it. So it becomes even easier. And I like it that way. And it's efficient and it works. Next is do, make, go, somewhere, or something of your choice. So I would always suggest leaving some time out, 20% of your day out for yourself. You have to. Oh, wait. I think I messed up the rule. Wait, no. No, 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 no. It's all good. It's all good. So, yes, I would suggest that 20% of your days should be scheduled for what you like doing. Like something that you just want to do, something that you want to, where you want to go. Like if you feel like, oh my god, I've done so much this week, I've done beyond my potential, and I'm generally appreciating myself for it, go do something. Go to the mall, go to whichever place you like, go to a cafe, and go shopping if you like, but do it for yourself, like reward yourself basically. Make, if you feel like I don't want to cook the regular meal that I always do, but then also I don't want to order out, make something different. Like if you've never made pasta before with garlic bread, make it. And if you feel like I've dedicated this whole day to working and I've done so much and now I just feel like drawing, painting, dancing, go do it. Please do it. You have to acknowledge what you want to do, and you have to schedule some time of your day in order to do it. Another thing is no screen after you wake up and before you go to sleep. I feel like ever since I've like dedicate like 1 hour after I wake up, that's the only time I use, that's the time I start using my phone. And before sleeping, 1 hour before sleeping, I shut off my phone. Like I do a sleep mode, like sleep routine, do not disturb, all of that stuff. Because trust me, it gives you so much time for yourself in order to do something for yourself, and it is more peaceful and relaxing. I feel like in my morning routines, as I've always said, like establish a good morning routine, night routine. But I'm not going to mention this habit again because I feel like I've done it, mentioned it enough, and you might have understood the importance of it. But I feel like ever since I started doing my morning routine and cutting out screen, I've been so much more productive because I have this slow morning routine where I'm doing stuff, I'm doing my skincare, I'm doing taking bath, drinking my lemon water, like uh, getting a few exercises done, right, and reading my book, making my bed, meditating. I feel like ever since that, I've had so much time in my day. I mean, I'm able to do more. But as soon what I used to do before is, as soon as I wake up, I would directly go on my phone, Instagram for a little while, YouTube, and then once I was done scrolling for an hour or 1 hour 30 minutes, I would then get to my work, and then I would not even get it done in like the correct time, in the time I wanted to do it. And then I would even go on my phone every single minute of my work to just, I don't know, get distracted, whatever. But ever since I started doing this, no screen after I wake up, no screen before I go to sleep, I feel like I've been more peaceful, I've been more calm and composed. I feel like I have more time, and I genuinely feel great to get rid of this, all right? Because trust me, social media, it's not the best thing, it's not the best way to spend your time. Let's all be honest, it's not the best way. And when you wake up and before you go to sleep, you're on very high energy, like your energy in yourself, it's very high. So you got to make sure that you use it in the correct way in order to build the momentum for your day or for your night, whatever. Then the next habit is, it's not even a habit, it's just lifestyle. It's like saying yes to every single experience. This past year in 2024, and I'm even aiming this for 2025, is just saying yes to every single experience. If it's out of my comfort zone, if it's in my comfort zone, I'm going to do it if I have the time to do it. I'm not going to wonder about, oh, how will I go, oh, I could have done some more tasks. If I want to go, I will go on that, go for that. And I feel like just saying yes, it's just such an affirmative sentence that you're like, okay, yes, I want to go, yes, I want to do that, yes, I'll make that. Whatever it is, it you are getting some experience, you are getting some learning. As I've said, you always learn by looking around, by experiences, by like experiences and moments in your life teach you the best things than books or podcasts or the internet can ever teach you. There, I said it. You can learn the best by looking around. So all these experiences, there are chance for me to learn. So I always take up on them, no matter how out of my comfort zone they may be. And for the last habit is making an effort in looking good. This is especially for the females, because I feel like when I put time in making myself look better, I do everything sure, I do my skincare, I do my body care, I incorporate some extra steps, not some extra products, some extra steps. I may comb my hair, do make a hairstyle, do my makeup, or wear something good, iron. I feel like I'm in my feminine energy, and you have to balance your masculine and feminine energy, which I will talk about in another video because that's a different concept. But yes, when you make an effort in looking good, you feel better, right? And when you feel better, you feel like doing more things. Feel like whenever I'm doing some work, something that's important, I always feel like just getting ready for it, because when I'm ready to do it, I actually end up doing it better, right? And moreover, why shouldn't you make an effort in looking good? You deserve to look good. And just like doing these extra self-care rituals, if they make you feel good, please go do it. And even if you can't, if you feel like, no, I just want to, I just want to stay in my loungewear, that's also fine. That's also making an appearance, like making an effort in looking good. And obviously, while you shower as well, do all the extra rituals, do it for yourself. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something or the other, and you're worthy, you're blessed. I'll see you next week. Bye bye, and remember to just relax.